So we've arrived in the car park of the first of the great Wali's tomb, and rather tragically it's having a sort of Ben-Hur restoration. Balinese architects, no doubt. Scary. Let's see what's happened up there. So fortunately at the top of the gauntlet of syndicated beggars, it's a rather magnificent ruin of a Chandi Bantar, the pair of Nagas left and right. Makes me think that there would have been Nagas at Kyai and Pananarang's tomb. So this is the first of the Gapura gates into the main tomb complex of the oldest of the Wali Songos, Sunan Giri. One wonders what the original Gapura was, but the use of coral is very interesting. This is a coastal port town, Gresik. Interesting Majapahit medallion on the base of an otherwise pretty plain and undecorated modern Gapura 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a central Gunung Penanggungan pinnacle hosting. The pilgrims come in across the courtyard and through this pendopo, which is a morning group from an organization. Oh, these fussy Wilhelmina-esque railings are a bit tragic, but really it is the most beautiful chungkup that I've seen. Crowned by this immaculate copper makara. Well, jackpot here. The front of the chungkup. Beautiful carvings. This is the most magnificent chungkup in Islam Majapahit. Extraordinary Majapahit carving, Rudapungkos, bomas, one-posted pavilions. Whoop, there's another little pavilion in the back here, very Chinese style, because Gresik was a Chinese trading port. It's my little one-posted pavilion. We'll get to the bottom of that mystery one day. Everyone's being so polite. And these little medallion shapes, Majapahit shapes, they're really very Vietnamese looking. But of course these one-eyed sort of boma shapes, probably with mirrors originally, gold kinchul and black, the palace colour schemes, lovely floral motifs using lotus and water lilies, which is, there's another lotus one, which is a very Buddhist, Chinese Buddhist. I love this carved pamantang element. Most Balinese I've seen. So the Sufi-like pilgrims have finished their morning prayers. It's pretty amazing, almost in trance. Lovely base, probably singer lions on that base. They're not inside flanking the door to the actual tomb. So I asked the handsome tomb custodian if anyone knew who did these carvings, and he said people from Palembang, but the originals are in the Makam Prapen, just next door, 300 meters away, so I'm going to see the originals now. Interview with very handsome chain-smoking Kunchen, who tells me that the Sunan's original pondok is over on the hill just behind here, and that he died here. Over there is the pondok, his original house, and he also told me about the 11th century Chinese Muslim princess who was the first grave here. Belum ke makam Siti siapa?
Siti Fatimah.
Siti Fatimah. So I've taken the object option Here we are at the fabulous Sunan Prapen. What a fabulous bamboo grove. Wow, what a beautiful terrace, sanctuary, ruin, graveyard. Let's see if we can find the original old carved bits of the Palamongs. Wow, what a fabulous tomb. It says 1888. Makam penambahan Kawis Guwo, penambahan Agung, Makam Sunan Prapen. Wow, check out the carvings there. Right, hit the pay dirt. Wow. Ah, so the other one was a copy of this fabulous thing. Isn't that magnificent? And there's my little gunungans again. There's my Chandi Bantar over here. A couple of Nagas. The Chandi Bantar, Khmer lions, Gunungan happening here with the big Naga tail going down, 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 down. Love the way that Naga tail is part of the door architrave of relief carving. Some mysterious winged banyan tree again. So inside the Chungkup of Sunan Prapat, beautiful colouring, incredible reliefs, magical. He spread the word of Islam for 45 years, the longest of any of the walis. So he inherited the wali Hakawalian, the waliship from Sunan Giri. So this is the son of Sunan Prapen. Kok anehnya ada soko di depan pintu ya. Ini sangat gaya Majapahit. Little side bits I've been looking at for a few days over here. They seem to be a must on the tomb Gapuras. It's a Majapahit symbol on the Batu Nisan. Now I've found some more rantes. This chain motif is very popular on all the Wali Songo tombs. Kinship. And then there we have classic Pamantang, Balinese Pamantang, carved lambang, Kinships on every corner. Heaven. Oops, sorry, nice Padaraxa here. So wonderful, these bamboo groves surrounding the tombs. So at the Makam Sunan Ibrahim, but it's his birthday, anniversary of his death. So this is the wall, red brick wall of Syaikh Maulana's tomb. This is the lovely Gapura. It's the anniversary of his death today. It's a special ceremony going on outside, and the tomb is just inside. So behind the mosque, which is next to the tomb of Syaikh Maulana, is the tomb, the graveyard of Kyai Toemenggoung Negoro the first mayor of Gresik, and it's a rather splendid complex. I don't get many londos, many pale-faced tourists. Wow, this lovely Pasissi style, rather Moorish. Must have originally been, interesting Gadong form. Wow, this is the most interconnecting courtyard style Makam I've ever been to. Very like a Balinese palace. So in front of the centermost Gapura gateway we have this wonderful Prasasti Batu in Jawa Kuno, and then at the bottom relics from the old Makam, perhaps, with the Majapahit symbol on the left, that tree of life motif that's always around. Really romantic, really atmospheric. Gorgeous doorway to one of these tombs. always slightly off-centre. These scrolls, these arabesque squiggles, pair of banyan trees in this forest of gravestones. They're just so bulky. Like they've all been built in the same year by the same hand. Really very special aesthetic around here. And very Majapahit, compact, ornamental, masculine, bold. All the wonderful flanking pavilions. Full of tomb. Makam Poespo Negoro. So this young man is a descendant of Poespo Negoro, Toemenggoung, and the first mayor of Gresik. Memang sering kesini ya?
Setiap hari.
Tiap hari harus kesini.
Kan
Tuh.
Pak, kemarin ayah itu yang jaga sini udah meninggal.
Oh, kemarin meninggal.
Nanti malam 40 harinya.
Apa
Kan
kemarin?
suruh ayah, friend kamu nanti jaga di kanjeng papa.
Oh.
Namanya gitu.
So the symbol of Majapahit has been inscribed with the name of God in the Islamic and Arab lettering. Quite a fine pavilion, this. It's really beautifully detailed. There's the holy gantongs. So behind the tombs of the sons, the mayor, these very strong tombs. These must be the grandchildren, I guess. Banyan tree. Another great tomb. Like Balinese temple. Still leave Javanese offerings, Hindu-style offerings, Bukajawan offerings, Kamanyan. The door of the tombs. Amateur cinematographers. The Makam Siti Fatimah. So this is the last tomb in the magical mystery Islam Majapahit architectural tour of the north coast of Java. This is the, I think it's 11th century tomb, the first or the oldest of the Islamic tombs of Java. That's of Siti Fatimah. One wonders if all of the tomb rooms, the vault-like structures that we saw in Gresik, followed this earlier model, or if this was rebuilt in that style. But it's a very pronounced look. Here are those Gresik-style limestone graves. So it was very tight inside. There was one security praying to the Putri Kling, probably from Kalinga, from the South Orissa Hindu kingdom, or an Indian mystic, the famous mystic Pintu Fiberglass di Makam Panjang. Menurut legenda, roh halus yang menggerakannya siang bolong.